Okay, now apa nama, why do we need turnaround? Okay, so bila we approach anything, we have to ask why. Kenapa nak kena turnaround? Okay, I think I dah jawab mostly waktu production tadi, kenapa beza turnaround dengan shutdown and kenapa turnaround tadi. Okay, so turnaround, they have what do you call that, definitive cycle every like 4 years, 7 years, depending on the plant that you are working. The purpose of it is to overhaul the plant and equipment that have been creeped. Okay, kita memang lanyak equipment tu sampai habis punya. Macam tadi kita tengok furnace ataupun fire heaters tadi kan, dia dah merah menyala macam mana pun, kita lanyakkan juga. Selagi tak payah down, kita jangan down. Okay, and then we want to repair things that can be replaced or repaired during turnaround only, because maybe the absence of isolation or because of safety issues. Okay, contohnya macam ni kan, flare ni kan 120 meters, and then bawah atasnya memang ada api sentiasa waktu operation, so there is no way for you to do anything kalau tak nak mati. And then during turnaround also, we do inspection, be it in-house inspection or also regulatory requirement. I mean to say DOSH lah. Okay, maybe this thing is actually a thing in the past, tapi masih lagi relevant and valid until today. Okay, bila kita nak buat apa nama, what do you call that, baseline punya monitoring, we see the corrosion, and then to determine the actual corrosion rate of certain equipment. So we can only do it during turnaround. This is where there is no medium inside the vessel. There is no running hydrocarbon in the pipe. So sebab tu kita buat turnaround. Okay, so what do they do waktu dekat turnaround? Waktu turnaround, first they register work list. So every party would come out or would gather different sources to register work list. Maintenance akan nampak dia punya kerja yang tak dapat nak buat bila operation kata ada isu ni, dan dia akan bagi operation at the same time akan keluar suarakan dia punya pain points. Inspection would say equipment that they were not able to inspect during operation, and then we have this massive list that would bring us to the next stage, which is the challenge session. Apa nama admin, kalau ada question ke apa, you just let me know, because somehow I tak boleh nak tengok dah question ni. Apa nama, okay, so in this challenge session, we have to come up with the justification why this one item has to be done during TA. Okay, from TA department point of view, you don't want to have too much work list, because you can only have definite amount of time to execute the TA. It cannot simply extend 1 or 2 days, you know. It's very uncalled for, and people would hate you for extending the period, because we're going to be working like crazy. And then kalau boleh kita nak kalau boleh, in from TA point of view, dia nak shortenkan period tu, because tak nak ada too much burden on their side. From maintenance point of view, kalau boleh kita nak panjangkan the period, we want to prolong the period so that we have ample time to attend to our issues. And operation point of view, they want to have it shortened, because they want to make money as much as possible, right? So this is where the challenge session take place, and then they would justify kenapa kena macam ni, why, you know, this kind of duration and whatnot. Okay, and then right after we have that challenge session, we have a work list, the approved work list that we have to start planning. So we would start with the technical authority of it, macam the compliance to the spec, compliance to the law, whatever. And then we have to procure the material, engaging the fabricator, service provider, and at the same time we have to develop a lot of paperwork, macam job hazard analysis, job method statement, procedures, drawings and stuff prior to executing the TA. Okay, so when we are nearing TA, there will be a lot of testing going on. The testing of the material before it is put into the service, because kalau waktu TA baru nak test, rosak ke, faulty ke apa benda, then you're in hot water. Okay. And then the acceptance of material, it has to be done diligently. And then you have to do kitting. Kitting ni maksudnya apa nama? Contohnya material tu nak pakai untuk job ni dekat site ni. So you have to put them together. Tak naklah bersepah-sepah kan. Okay. You kit and then you appoint one material coordinator untuk apa nama distribute this kind of this material lah when it's needed or necessary. And this is also where we erect our scaffolding. Okay. Because not all jobs are on the ground, okay, and then we have pipe rack and then we have suspended equipment and whatnot that we have no access to, so kita erect scaffolding before commencing TA. Okay, we cannot erect too early because it would disrupt the operation and maintenance, and we cannot erect too late for the fear of interfering with TA window, turnaround window. And then once we have all this, we can commence the turnaround. Okay. During the execution of TA, okay, so bila kita kata dah commence TA tu, it's not that the plant would totally shut down macam tu. Okay, it's not that simple. Unlike starting and shutting down the engine of your car, shutting down and start up of a plant is more complex and require more efforts. You know, from operational point of view, they have to drain, they have to reroute, they have to do process blinding of your equipment, and then only then they can hand over it to the maintenance to do the mechanical day, to do the maintenance or inspection, or so to speak. So if you see the schedule of the turnaround, you would see like this part is shutting down, this part would be mechanical day, and another part is the startup. So the whole thing is under the jurisdiction of TA. In one unit, it can have more or less macam 200,000 additional manpower. You have you know, hundreds of cranes, you have hundreds of trucks, tools, new equipment, spares and whatnot laying on site, and then there's hundreds of work lists that you have to take care of every day per craft, especially defect ke apa benda. Okay, so during the execution of the TA, even though there is no more, theoretically speaking, no more hydrocarbon in the process pipeline or in the equipment, but there are always hazards. Okay, they would always say that safety is number one, but progress is a priority. This is a mantra of every TA. Okay, okay. So when talking about apa nama the safety of the TA, you have to understand that due to the limited window that we have during TA, many people has to work more than 12 hours a day. Even though regulation, the company has regulated that you cannot work more than 10 hours, there are some cases due to emergent work requests, late work requests, you know, that you have to attend to, would force you to, you know, to cram yourself to do more planning, ad hoc planning. You got to do what do you call that, extra effort to attend to that, or else, you know, your TA is going to be trash. So this is where you basically stretch yourself to the limit, and then you're going to expose yourself to hazards. Okay, not only that physical hazard that you have, or mental hazard that you have on yourself, you have a lot of lifting, you know, a lot of lifting going on. And this kind of lifting bukannya kita buat dekat open space, sometimes macam dekat bawah platform, under the pipe rack. Okay, and then see, I think I've showed this picture before. We did the inspection and the repair 120 meter above the ground, and then at the same time we have workmanship issue. Okay, if you see here, kan nampak nut ni dia underbolt, mean to say that not really properly tightened, so we have a leaking hydrocarbon yang tunggu spark, then everything kaboom. Okay, So boleh jadi macam ni. So this is what we want to avoid. We don't want this to happen. Okay. So tak pernah lagi lah TA yang kita buat yang tak ada insiden, na'udzubillah. Tapi if you guys actually prefer to work in turnaround, ada je that people that I know that only work during turnaround. You gotta be careful, you gotta be calm and composed, or else you're gonna be buckle under pressure. Okay. Ini pun sama macam tadi. Okay, we work on top of working long hours a day, we work like crazy for 13 days straight, and then we have 1 day rest, and then another 13 days. Okay, so memang mental koyak lah, people cakap. Okay, so but anyway, kalau tak ada progress, then there will be hell for you. And during turnaround, we also have a lot of hot work going on around you. You have risk of falling objects on your head, on your body, whatever. And then the risk of not properly isolated equipment that can also invite the unthinkable to happen.